What's up, guys? Manny here, back with another video. And today we're talking about a fight I'm very excited for. Your Romero versus Israel Adesanya at March 7th, UFC 248 in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. All right, so let's get right into the breakdown of this fight. First off, Israel Adesanya, amazing fighter. You guys know I'm African, so of course, I'm rocking with Israel Adesanya. He's from Nigeria. Amazing fighter, great kickboxer, great personality in the sport. Then we have, on the other hand, Romero, probably the most intimidating fighter in the UFC. And this dude is an older guy. He's 43 years old, but this guy is the definition of a super athlete. The dude has a 10 pack. The dude has a 10 pack. His legs are tree trunks. The dude, has scary. He's a super athlete. He's a definition of a super athlete. I don't know what they got going on in Cuba, but this dude is the definition of a super athlete. And then we have on the other hand Israel Adesanya, who is a great athlete in another way. He's extremely fast, extremely skillful martial artist, and his amazing knockouts in the sport. Great kickboxer. He's coming off a big knockout of Robert Whittaker. So this is gonna be a very exciting fight. I believe that this fight will probably be candidate for fight of the year, because I don't think either guys get knocked out in this fight. I don't see it happening. Israel Adesanya is 18-0. Romero is 13-4, and both guys have great chins. Even though Romero is an older man, he's nothing to sleep on. It's crazy to think that athletes like him are out there at 43 years old and he's not slowing down. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. But both of these guys have similar opponents in Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker and Romero fought twice, and Robert Whittaker beat Romero in the decision both times, 5 rounds. Israel Adesanya fought Robert Whittaker and knocked him out. Now, MMA math doesn't always correlate or make sense, so that doesn't mean too much. But it does mean one thing. I believe it means that either guy is not getting knocked out in this fight. I mean, anyone can get knocked out in the fight. Anything can happen, but I just don't see Israel Adesanya knocking Romero out. So I got my notes right here. We're not messing around. I got notes. All right. So Romero, he's 5'10". He's a world champion in wrestling. He has multiple, or no, he's a world champion in wrestling. He took silver at the Olympic Games. He has multiple Pan American championships in wrestling. And yeah, this guy's resume speaks for itself. His last fight with Paulo Costa was an absolute war. And Paulo Costa was actually supposed to be the guy to fight for this fight. He was actually supposed to be the one fighting Israel Adesanya for the championship, but he got injured, so they put in Yoel because they had such an incredible fight, and it was such a war that no one was a true loser in that fight. So Yoel got the title shot, and that's another thing. Yoel, when he fought Paulo Costa, that was an absolute war, and neither guy got knocked out. So I just don't see Israel Adesanya knocking out Romero. It's going to be a war. It's probably going to be one of the candidates for fight of the year. Mark my words right now. Bookmark it. All right? So Romero, he has knockouts. He knocked out Luke Rockhold. He knocked out Chris Weidman with the flying knee. This guy is extremely explosive. He's extremely explosive. You look at his legs, and before every fight, he comes out, he does a backflip, no problem. He has His legs are like springs. They're just extremely explosive. If you get hit by this guy, it's going to do some serious, serious damage for sure. If anyone's going to get knocked out in this fight, it will probably be Israel Adesanya. You know, even though Israel Adesanya is undefeated, he hasn't been knocked out in MMA. He has been knocked out in kickboxing before. So if he gets hit with the big shot, it is likely he could get knocked out. But you know, Israel Adesanya is such a good striker and so high level in striking. And he's so fast and so agile. He doesn't really get hit much like that, you know. So I don't really see Yoel landing that big shot on Israel Adesanya, honestly. Israel Adesanya is 6'4". 6'4", 185 pounds, 80-inch reach. You know, undefeated. So this is an incredible matchup, for real. I see the way I see this fight playing out is, you know, they're gonna come out. Israel Adesanya is gonna be very light on his feet. He's gonna be very fast, moving in and out, throwing jabs, throwing inside leg kicks. You know, maybe not throwing too many kicks because he doesn't want to get taken down by Yoel. But if he does get taken down by Yoel, he's gonna scramble. He's gonna scramble back up to his feet, and it's gonna be a very, very wearing fight. But I do believe this fight will be, will take place mostly on the feet, and it's gonna be back and forth, big punches thrown, big knees thrown, and Israel Adesanya will win the rounds just from outpointing Yoel on the feet. You know, being the faster fighter, being a younger guy, you know, just having better footwork and being better in the kickboxing department. You know, you see like when Israel Adesanya fought Derek Brunson, the combinations he was putting together and the way he was able to stuff Derek Brunson's takedowns and just knock him out was incredible. Now, he's not going to be able – I don't believe he's going to be able to do that to Yoel Romero the way he did that to Derek Brunson, but it's just something to look at, you know. I feel like this fight, Israel Adesanya will win by decision, and it will be a very tough fight. It will be a very, very tough fight. If Yoel were to win this fight, it would probably be by something like a flying knee, you know, if just in a very explosive move, you know, flying knee or even elbow. You know, I looked this game is so crazy because you can get hurt by so many things. You can get knocked out by so many things. You know, one of Yoel's knockouts is he took down Lyoto Machida, and instantly he's hitting him with elbows on the chin. Elbows, you know, just right away. If Yoel can get some type of if he can get a double leg or something on Israel Adesanya in a crazy scramble and a crazy transition, and then go in and start throwing elbows like that, Israel Adesanya can get knocked out. He can get knocked out like that. He can get knocked out by a flying knee. He can get knocked out by just Yoel landing a big punch. So if Yoel is going to win this fight, I see him winning by knockout. I do not see him holding Israel Adesanya down because Yoel doesn't even fight that way. So, but me personally, I'm going with Israel Adesanya in this fight, and I think it's going to be fight of the year. I'm calling it right now. Yeah, drop a comment below. Let me know who you think is going to win, how you feel this fight is going to play out. I'm very excited for this fight. And, yeah, peace, guys. Thank you for watching.